GG! Toon's best deck in the event. Let's go. Who needs Avra Max when you have Toon Dark Magician? How's it going, Habibis? Hope everyone's having a great start to the new year. Sorry it took so long for me to post a video, but I am good to go now, and I smell 3,100 gems ripe for the taking. That's right. Master Duel has just announced a new event, the Theme Chronicles, and what better time to dust off our old but gold deck, the Toons, one of my favorite decks to play. It has been able to dominate this event. I have gotten all the gems in a very short amount of time. Guys, you will be the most based duelist in the entire event if you are playing this deck. We're going to go over the replays. We're going to go over some of the strategies as well as the deck list. And I'm going to even give you guys a different version of the deck for those that don't want to waste UR on some of the, more expensive cards in the deck. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. Let me know if you guys love to play Toons. I love it. I mean, it's just such a fun gimmick. You get to attack directly. You get to steal your opponent's monsters. It's so much fun. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and be sure to consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Let's get into this video and let's go get us some gems. All right, so we're gonna go over this first replay and I'm gonna kind of talk about the gist of this deck. I'll preface it with saying this is primarily a going second deck. It could do certain things going first. You're gonna see later on that we're able to, set up some disruptions going first, but this is mainly a going second deck. Our opponent won the coin flip and elected for us to go first. So we are just going to essentially depend on our old but true strategy, Nibiru into Comic Hand. Now, if you guys have watched my Toon videos in the past, I love this strategy. Getting a huge token and then taking it from my opponent and being able to attack directly with Comic Hand. This is probably the best card in the deck, and we need to take advantage of it. So Comic Hand is a big part of this strategy. They are going to Called By on my Maxi, and they're going to pretty much go unimpeded the rest of the way here. We're going to Ash them, but it really doesn't affect them too much. We're going to Ash this here, so they can't send a monster to the graveyard. But they keep going. Play Zombie World. They're going to go into Immortal Dragon. We are going to nib them. This nib token has 4,000 attack points. And we have Toon Kingdom, Comic Hand, and Impermanent. That's all we need. So here we're going to take this token. It's going to be a 4,000 attack point token that can attack directly and is treated as a Toon. So it's protected by Toon Kingdom. We're going to set Imperm and hope that that's enough. And it typically is. They're going to attribute this to summon out their Unizombie, and we are going to Imperm that. That is the best card in their deck. We definitely don't want to deal with it. Easy claps. So here we go up against a Rika player that I think was trying to figure out how to play the deck a little bit. But you know what? We take those. So they're going to play their field spell. The field spell is actually pretty cracked. It allows them to tribute my monster, just to trigger their effects, which is kind of annoying. So this is a problem. They also have a card face down here that negates monster effects. But for some reason, you're going to see they choose not to play it. I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, though, hey, great educational purposes. Maybe you guys saw this earlier. We are playing, this is the secret sauce of the deck. We're playing Harpy's Featherstorm. Now, you're going to see that this card is actually pretty crazy. We don't even have to use it in this duel, but it is just such a powerful card. We're going to go Toon Kingdom. We're going to go Page Flip into Toon Red Eyes, and then we're going to summon out our Toon Harpy Lady using her effect. They're for some reason going to tribute their own monster. I don't know if they thought they couldn't tribute Red Eyes. I'm kind of confused, but nevertheless, when Toon Harpy Lady is summoned, we can pop a spell or trap on the field. So we're going to pop that field spell, and then we're going to Comic Hand their Teardrop. We'll swing for 3k, and then we're going to use Pot of Prosperity. Since we don't need the extra deck too much, it's pretty much just send anything out of there. We're going to grab BLS. We will use Red Eyes Toon Dragon's effect to summon BLS, and then we're going to banish this face down. So let's talk about Harpy's Featherstorm real quick. This card is insane. If you control a Harpy, essentially, you can negate any monster effects your opponent activates the entire turn. It's a crazy effect. And to make it even crazier, you can activate it from the hand. So this card is so cracked, it really elevates Toons. We don't even have to use it here because we're going to go ahead and use our Toon Teardrop the Rika Queens effect to tribute their monster, and that's going to be GG. But definitely, if you can afford the Harpy's Featherstorm, you should definitely play it with this deck. In the Theme Chronicles event, you are going to see a lot of Plunder Patrol. And the best way to stop it is by targeting their Link monster. You're going to see what I'm talking about in just a second. They're going to Ash my Blackstone of Legend, so I'm not going to be able to summon Red Eyes here. We'll go Toon Kingdom, we'll go Toon Page Flip, we search for Toon Terror, which is essentially an Omni Negate. So we have one Omni Negate on the field here. We got Toon Dark Magician and Omni Negate. They're going to activate this card. I'm going to choose to use it here because I gain a +1 here, or they take a -1 because they lose a card by paying the cost of this effect, and then they have to pay another card just to summon this. So now they go into their Link 2. This is the key part of the deck. Blackbeard, the Plunder Patrol Captain, something like that. Royal Rare, by the way, very nice. But yeah, this basically allows them to summon for free monsters out of their extra deck. So notice what I do here, though. We're going to go Toon Harpy Lady, pop that back row. I'm going to attack their Blackbeard. I did not attack directly. I forced them to activate their Blackbeard's effect. Now I'm going to attack directly, swing for 25, and I'm going to try to activate Toon Dark Magician's effect. They're going to negate it with another Ash Blossom. Once again, they activate this effect here, discarding a card to summon it. They're going to go into their Blackbeard. They play Raigeki. We're able to get around it thanks to Toon Kingdom. Once again, we save Toon Harpy Lady because of Toon Kingdom. And from here on out, it's basically rinse and repeat. We are going to attack their Blackbeard, and then we're going to attack their monster there, and they're going to scoop it up. So if you are able to keep getting that Blackbeard off the board, that gives you the best chance. So hopefully you guys got something positive out of those replays. This is the deck list. This is what I've been working with for this Theme Chronicles. Like I said, we got these 3,100 gems pretty quickly using... actually, this is the second variation of the deck that I finished with. This was honestly the more fun version. I can show you guys in just a second a more consistent one, but the main strategy with this one is essentially to try to get out Toon Harpy Lady and use Harpy's Featherstorm. If you have it in hand, use Harpy's Featherstorm to essentially stop your opponent's plays, because most of their plays are going to come from monster effects. Now, with this not being searchable, it's basically a scenario where if you have it in hand, this is what you're trying to go for. If you don't, then you usually want to try to use Toon Terror to slow your opponent down and basically stall until you can get Comic Hand to take their monsters. Now, if you want to play a little bit cheaper version of this deck, where you're not playing the URs for Harpy's Featherstorm, you can essentially change the deck to play it this way. Talent, add another one of the Blackstone of Legend, and then you can basically, you know, take your pick here. You can add another Ash Blossom. I actually like to add Change of Heart, just to fit the theme of taking my opponent's cards, or you can even just add another Comic Hand. So totally up to you. I would say this is probably a more consistent version of the deck, just by a little bit, just because the talents allows you to, you know, draw, you get, you know, more copies of Comic Hand, so it's easier to get it in your hand. No pun intended. So this is probably the version of the deck that I would recommend to most people. But if you definitely want to have like a little bit more oomph, if you want to have fun with it as well, the Toon Harpy Lady version with the Harpy's Featherstorm is a lot of fun and a lot of gas. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Be sure to drop a like if this video was helpful. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love, Habibis.